नमस्कार, सलाम, याली मदद, सत श्री अकाल, हेलो टू कैलगरी। आप सबका स्वागत है हमारे प्रोग्राम कैलगरी फोकस में। ये प्रोग्राम आप देखते हैं हमारे अपने पसंदीदा टीवी चैनल पंजाबी नेशनल पर और सुनते हैं हमारे अपने पसंदीदा रेडियो चैनल रेडियो सुरसंगम पर। मैं आपका होस्ट, आपका दोस्त अमृत बरार एक बार फिर से स्वागत करता हूं अपने इस प्रोग्राम में और आशा करता हूं आपका लास्ट वीक बहुत बढ़िया गया होगा और जो कैलगरी में इस समय मौसम है इसको आप एंजॉय कर रहे होंगे। हमारे इस प्रोग्राम के थ्रू हम आपको मिलवाते हैं या आपसे शेयर करते हैं कैलगरी की कुछ महत्वपूर्ण घटनाओं को या आपको मिलवाते हैं उन लोगों से जो कि यहाँ पर एक डिफरेंस बना रहे हैं। कैलगरी में इलेक्शंस जो कि काउंसलर्स के हैं और मेयर के इलेक्शंस हैं वो अनाउंस हो चुके हैं। फेडरल इलेक्शंस के लिए हम लोग डिफरेंट आपके लिए प्रोग्राम लेकर आएंगे, लेकिन आज का जो प्रोग्राम है वो फोकस्ड है हमारे इलेक्शन स्पेशल नो योर कैंडिडेट जो कि हैं मेयरशिप के लिए जिन्होंने अपनी एक दावेदारी पेश की है। कैलगरी के अंदर रादर एल्बर्टा में हम कह सकते हैं काउंसलर्स और मेयर के जो इलेक्शंस हैं वो बहुत महत्वपूर्ण होते हैं। रीज़न बीइंग आपकी सिटी का जो एक महकमा है वो कैसे आपकी सिटी को रन करेगा, हाउ दे विल टेक डिसीजंस व्हिच विल इफेक्ट the Calgarians or their respective cities, whether you are in Edmonton or anywhere else. The system for electing the councillors and mayor is the same. आज हमारे साथ जो हस्ती जुड़ी हैं उन्होंने अपनी दावेदारी पेश की है मेयरशिप के लिए, मेयरशिप ऑफ कैलगरी के लिए। आइए उनसे बातचीत करते हैं और जानते हैं कि उनकी विज़न क्या है, वो किस तरह से कैलगरी और कैलगरी वासियों की सेवा करना चाहती हैं। आइए मिलकर स्वागत करें हमारी अपनी Ms.Grace. Yanka, Ms.Grace, welcome to the show.
Well, thanks for having me. This is very exciting.
As we were discussing, our TV channel and radio channel has been in public service for quite a lot of time, and people love our shows. People love to get information from us because we talk about the heart. We talk about the people and how they are connected with Calgarians from their heart and mind, not just mind. Because if we talk about just mind or we take decisions with just mind, it may bring good results, but if you involve your heart, then it brings better results. That's what we feel.
The passion, right?
Passion, right? And people who watch our or who follow our news channel or our programs, they believe in us, that we will be giving them correct information, not based on some hype or not based on if the person is saying, oh, I'm going to do this.
Right.
So we're going to say that. No, we will have a different way of presenting the person. Accurate information. Yes. And we try to connect all the people who come to us with heart. You know, that is our main motto because people believe in us and we don't want to have any information on our channel, whether it's a newspaper, whether it's our radio, whether it's our television, that we are giving them a false information.
No, and it's about caring about the community.
Absolutely, absolutely. You said it right. It's about the community. It's about the people who love us, right?
Yeah, exactly.
So I was just sharing it with my audience and listeners over here that you have come up and you have stood for the seat of mayorship. Ms. Grace जो है, she's from Philippines and she is a very successful entrepreneur, businesswoman, and today वो कैलगरी की मेयरशिप के लिए खड़ी हुई हैं. So Grace, to start with, how your life has been till now, like what I was reading about you, you're from Philippines and you immigrated over here, and recently you lost your parents also. So just tell us and our audience a little bit about your childhood, how it was, and your bringing up, coming to Canada, and how the journey has been till now.
Yeah, so We arrived here in 1975, and coming from the Philippines, where we have not. First of all, we don't have snow.
Right.
We arrived here in January.
Oh my God.
Yeah, minus 35.
Right.
With just, oh my gosh, all this snow. And my mom said, we almost got back on that plane. It was, beyond
Imagination,
shocking.
right, absolutely.
You're shocked, right? The only ice or snow we ever saw was what you put in your soft drink,
right,
okay?
Right.
So, so that was already a big shock, just the weather.
Right.
And, my parents came to this country with $20.
Right.
So they worked hard, and my dad owned a business, a small business, and we all worked together. And my dad became successful, and he retired. He was able to retire early. And my mom was a dedicated nurse.
Okay.
And she just loved the job, even though it wasn't a job for her. For her, it was about caring for the people.
Amazing.
So she just loved it, and just until the day she actually got sick.
Right.
She was working because she just loved doing it. So 6 years ago, my mom was diagnosed with pancreatic cancer. And so it's quite sudden, and passed away exactly a year after diagnosis. And here's my mother, who's never been sick a day in her life, and then all of a sudden, was diagnosed with this. And
it's a big shock, right?
it was a big shock. And my dad was already sick, before my mom. My dad suffered 15 years of dementia, and he just passed away in April. And here are my parents, who worked hard all their life,
Right.
and passed away very young.
Right.
But they were able to enjoy life. They traveled all over, but my parents are really my inspiration of coming to this country.
Amazing.
With nothing, and the hard work, perseverance, determination,
Right.
really, is who I am today and where I am. And it's because of what I saw from them and the values that they instilled in us, okay? So for me, standing for mayor, it's about giving back to the community.
Right.
The opportunities that this country, that this city has given us, now I have the opportunity to give back.
Absolutely, Grace. And the thing is, the people who believe in giving back to the community, and plus they respect their parents, because as you said, you owe it to your parents. It's a big statement, because what we are today, we should definitely be thankful to our parents, right? There are different circumstances, but no parents will want their kids to be in bad shape, right? But sometimes circumstances change few things, the scenarios are different, they maybe don't have right means, but still no parents will want their kids to be in a bad state, right?
Well, exactly. I think your parents raise you the best way that they can.
Exactly.
One thing my parents, I really wanted to play the piano when I was young.
Okay.
And what kid begs their parents to play the piano, right? And, I was 10 years old, and I kept telling my mom, I really want to play the piano. And my mom is like, no, you don't want to play the piano. It's expensive. You have to take lessons. She has to drive, have to be driven. And I kept begging, I want to play the piano. So my 10th birthday, I come home with a brand new piano.
Wow.
And then I started taking piano lessons.
Right.
At the community, kind of studio. And I played and played and played. My parents had to tell me to stop playing the piano. I mean, what kid does this, right? But I really love playing the piano.
Right.
And so my mom realized, oh, well, you do really want to play it. Because, some kids just say it and then they don't really want to do it anymore after a while. No,
right.
So then, you know, then there was a piano teacher at Mount Royal that was recommended to my mom.
Okay.
And her name was Dr. Munn. She had her doctorates in music, and she was blind.
Oh my God.
She was the director of music for Mount Royal.
Wow.
It was a college back then. That's how old I am. And so people think I'm 30. I'm like, oh, I'll take
to
it.
be honest, yes. Okay, we'll talk about that later. Okay.
I'll take it. I will take it. So anyway, so Dr. Munn, and yeah, she was blind. She was a concert pianist for the Queen of England. And before you can even be her student, you had to audition.
Oh, okay.
So, because so many people wanted Dr. Munn as their teacher, so I auditioned and studied piano under the direction of Dr. Munn, and very, very privileged to be able to do that, because she was, she was the first blind woman in the world to get her doctorates in music.
Amazing, amazing.
Yeah,
amazing.
she was from London, England.
Okay.
Yeah, and she was about 80 when she taught me. Well, maybe she seemed 80 to me. Right, but yeah, she was 80, and you know, and also that instilled a lot of discipline, because she was a very strict piano teacher. So she thought, well, you could see, well, you should play better than her.
Right.
But she trained you at this level that when you took the Royal Conservatory exams, first class honors.
Wow.
98, 99. So I thought, geez, these exams are pretty easy. Well, they're not. But, you know, when you don't know any different and she trained you at that level, that's what you're used to.
Right.
So here I am, I'm 12, 13, and music was my life, piano, and she would tell you when to go to sleep. Oh yeah, and I had piano every day, rudiments, all sorts. So that taught you the discipline. At a young age, and to achieve at that level. Okay, so that sort of continued on in my life to be an overachiever.
Absolutely. हम बात कर रहे हैं मिस ग्रेस यान से, जिन्होंने पेश की अपनी दावेदारी मेयर की सीट के लिए। एक छोटा सा ब्रेक, और ब्रेक के बाद हम दोबारा आपसे मिलेंगे। आप देख रहे हैं प्रोग्राम कैलगरी फोकस, ओनली ऑन पंजाबी नेशनल टेलीविजन। आप सबका स्वागत है हमारे प्रोग्राम में। एक बार फिर से आप देख रहे हैं प्रोग्राम कैलगरी फोकस, ओनली ऑन पंजाबी नेशनल टीवी। आज हमारे साथ हैं मिस ग्रेस, जिन्होंने अपनी दावेदारी पेश की है फॉर द सीट ऑफ मेयर ऑफ कैलगरी। उन्होंने हमें बताया दैट हाउ शी लर्न डिसिप्लिन एंड हाउ शी हैज़ ब्रॉट हर सेल्फ अप, and I think what she is today, she owes it to her parents and her teachers, and she wants to give that to the community where we grow up as she did, with a lot of respect and a lot of integrity, a lot of determination and a lot of discipline, where we can grow together. Am I right, Ms. Grace?
Yeah, exactly.
Great.
Yeah.
So when I was reading your agenda for the elections, you had 3 points: integrity, optimism and solutions. So this segment we have around 10 to 12 minutes, so we will talk about these 3 points. What exactly you mean by integrity over here?
I think it's important that when we speak, that you do what you say. Okay, it's integrity and honesty, and that's how I got to this position.
Right.
It's because of my integrity and my honesty.
Right.
So it's not just mere words. You know, we need to take action.
Right.
And for me, you know, resurrecting the economy, and you know, we can talk about solutions all day long, but we need to take action.
Right.
And that would produce positive results.
Right.
For the community.
Right.
Okay, so our focus is helping Calgarians. So when I talk to other candidates as well, you know, I ask them, what is your vision? Because we need to align. I'm only one vote.
Right.
And in order to achieve success, we need to all have the same vision.
Absolutely.
And that's to help Calgarians and to do what's best for Calgary. So, you know, I think my ability, my strengths in achieving consensus is what's needed right now for the city to move forward. You know, and I say resurrect the economy because it's, you know, resurrecting it.
Absolutely.
Right? And so that's a big focus, you know. But again, it's not all about the business. We have to take care of our seniors, the vulnerable, right? You know, we have to try and eradicate homelessness and work on poverty reduction. So these are important, you know.
So when you go and meet people, when you're doing your door knocking,
Yeah.
what are the problems you're seeing right now? What people tell you?
It's almost all the same.
Okay.
Accountability, transparency.
Right.
So, you know, when we have projects like the arena, that's 620 million
Right.
today, which will probably be over $1 billion, and it's smaller than the Saddle Dome. Okay, smaller. I don't know if you've seen the renderings.
No.
It looks like a library. And it's going to be probably over $1 billion. So it seems heavy. Calgarians just want to see transparency. Where's the money going?
Absolutely.
I mean, it's smaller than the Saddle Dome. It's 18,000 seats.
Right.
Saddle Dome was 19,500 seats.
Right.
It's not an improvement. You know, I think when we think arena, we want something monumental,
Right.
and iconic for the city. Something that will say, wow, this is Calgary. This symbolizes Calgary, and we're proud. You know, when you see it on TV, right? And the different, different media avenues, that we're proud of it. And you know, like there's different arenas around the world, and you know, okay, Mercedes-Benz Arena, Staples Arena in LA, you know that's LA, or you see the Raiders Arena in
Right.
Las Vegas.
Right.
That thing's amazing. You know, it was built in 2 years for $2.3 billion.
Right.
No public money.
Right.
So it can be done. So it's the transparency and accountability Calgarians are really concerned about, because we really Calgarians need to know where the public money is going.
Absolutely, because that is our money, right? The taxpayers' money, right? Yeah. And if the city is using it in a right way, definitely we need to know, or which way it is going. We have a right to know that.
Of course.
So we talk about optimism, like how optimism play a role in your
Well, we have
agenda.
to be optimistic with the city, because there's so much that Calgary has to offer.
Right.
I mean, we've got mountains, we've got fresh air, we've got so much space.
Right.
We've got 40% vacancy in downtown Calgary.
Right now it's really bad shape, right?
So, you know, there's a lot here that companies all over the world can take advantage of right now. You know, I want to be optimistic, and I'd like to see, you know, in the Calgary Herald building where it's been vacant for so long, I'd like to see a Google data center there, where our weather is conducive to data centers. So that alone, these companies will save costs on energy.
Right.
Okay, and healthcare, you know, there's so many things we can offer, but we really have to go there and let the world know that Calgary is wide open for business.
Amazing. And solutions, what do you say about that?
Yeah, you know, like what I was saying, you know, we can talk about solutions all day long. Like council's been talking about solutions. Talking and talking. Where's the action? Where's the action that will produce positive results? You know, like this green line. Let's talk about the green line. That's 20 kilometers.
To be very honest, sorry to interrupt you over here, but here is a point where even I want to put a little bit input that we talk a lot, but are we doing something about it?
Exactly.
So that is where
we have to take action.
Yes.
And like the green line I was saying, it's 20 kilometers.
Yes.
At $5.5 billion.
Right.
Heavy. Seems heavy, but until we see the transparency again and where the money's going, I mean, 20 kilometers, and it's going to take 6 years. 6 years, okay? And I like comparing it to successful cities around the world, because that's what I'll do as mayor, is talk to these, you know, successful places.
Absolutely.
How did you do that? We're not reinventing the wheel.
Exactly.
Everything's been done already.
Absolutely.
We just have to take action. We have to implement it. So, for example, there is a bullet train going from Las Vegas to LA. It's 270 kilometers through a mountain, and it's 5.5 billion. Okay, and that's a bullet train, and it's going to take 3 years, and they think that's too long. So here we have 20 kilometers, 20, and it's going to take 6 years. So I'm not understanding the logic or the common sense. For me, it's about common sense here.
Right.
And I think this is how most Calgarians think. It's a common sense. I think it's this logical.
Absolutely.
Right?
Absolutely. So आप सुन रहे हैं मिस ग्रेस को, और मिस ग्रेस अगेन बात कर रही हैं to take action. She is a woman who believe in taking an action, not just talk about, do something about it. बहुत बढ़िया बात है. So Ms. Grace, a little bit tell us about your family. Who is there in your family?
Right now?
Yeah.
Oh, so I have a sister that lives in Edmonton. I have family members that are Indigenous. Okay. Which is another big topic,
right.
A man's reconciliation. So I fully am aware of it, so yeah, I have 2 nephews that live in Edmonton. One's a dentist and one is business development,
Wow.
Yeah, so, it's, we have a diverse family,
My main focus over here was that how you get support from your family. They believe in you and they feel that, okay, Grace, go for it.
Oh, I have huge support.
Amazing.
I have over 300 volunteers.
Wow.
I need 2,000, so anybody wants to
Soon you will
volunteer.
get, don't worry.
Yeah, but you know what? It takes a village, and I'm so thankful and I'm so blessed with the support that I do have, because you can't do it alone.
Absolutely.
Like anything.
You need a good team.
You need a good team, and that's, as mayor, that's the same thing. I need a good team. And and to me, the support that I have right now is truly amazing, because I have over 300 volunteers that are out there really spreading the word and working and showing up, and to me, I'm just so fortunate to have that.
Absolutely. So हम बात कर रहे हैं मिस ग्रेस से, जो कि हमारी कैलगरी की जो मेयरशिप है उसके लिए उन्होंने दावेदारी पेश की है. मैं एक छोटा सा ब्रेक लेता हूँ, और ब्रेक के बाद दोबारा आपसे बात होगी और हम लोग कुछ और इन्फॉर्मेशन लेंगे मिस ग्रेस से. देखते रहिए प्रोग्राम कैलगरी फोकस ओनली ऑन पंजाबी नेशनल टेलीविज़न. आप सुन रहे हैं मिस ग्रेस को, जिन्होंने अपनी दावेदारी पेश की है सिटी ऑफ कैलगरी की मेयरशिप के लिए. सो मिस ग्रेस, it is amazing to know a person like you who is, running for this mayorship seat and who believes in action. And as you say, when you meet people, they are coming up with the same kind of questions and same kind of problems, and we can sit all day and talk about this, right? In this program, I want you to connect with our South Asian community and let them know about your vision, your thinking. Now I will not speak for a couple of minutes, and I want you to give your message from your heart to all the listeners and audience.
Yeah, I just wanted to say to Calgarians that this is a very important election, and we are faced with two elections right now, and we just want to make sure that people are aware that municipal is what affects you directly in the city, and it is important that we do vote, okay? And my real vision and overall, I think my values is supporting the businesses, big and small, okay, to create a business-friendly environment for Calgary in order that businesses can create jobs. I mean, Calgarians just need to get back to work, which will help with the social and economic issues that we have, mental illness, addictions, domestic violence. These are all major issues happening as a result also because of the pandemic. It's been exaggerated, okay? It's increased. And like I said, it's not always about the business. You know, it's helping the seniors and the vulnerable. Make sure everyone is taken care of in the city. Whatever we need for affordable housing or the requirements that will help Calgarians really get back on their feet. And of course, I support the arts, you know, arts and entertainment, you know, the sports. We have to support.
Absolutely.
The sports is very important. Also, that helps mental health, you know, and work on the transparency, accountability. Okay, transportation. Yes, we have to improve the transportation of the city so that seniors can get around.
Amazing.
Okay, and make sure that those bike lanes work for everybody. You know, I mean, I think we need the proper engagement in all these different challenges that we have. Make sure we engage the proper communities, and you know, we have to lower the taxes. The business, you know, businesses, it's not working. The ratios aren't working. So once I'm there as mayor, I have to look at the whole picture and see how that you know, we can resolve this.
Absolutely.
So that businesses will survive, because 60% of businesses have closed
up. Yes.
because these ratios are not working.
Absolutely, Ms. Grace. One question I would like to ask you: how accessible you are, because right now we can talk to you, we can you know, call you, we can go to your website and message you, email you, but will Grace be the same if she is selected as mayor? Will she be with the people, or she will have a secretary to talk?
Well, exactly. I think it's important as mayor, you know, let's get this straight. Who works for who, right? I work. I'm a public servant.
Amazing.
I work for Calgarians.
Amazing. Very well
said. So you need to talk to me. You just phone me.
Very well said.
And that I promise you.
Very well said. And this is the assurance what we look for as a voter, because we need to vote a person who is capable of doing that. We don't need a person who we can't even talk to, right? Because the person has to be accessible. So we are very thankful to you for saying these words to us.
Yeah, it's important. Yeah.
तो आपने सुना मिस ग्रेस को, और she believes in action, and she says that she will be the same. This thing will not get into her head and she won't be accessible, ऐसा उनका मानना नहीं है. आप जब चाहें, जैसे चाहें, अगर वो कैलगरी की मेयर बनती हैं तो आप उनसे कभी भी कैसे भी बातचीत कर सकते हैं. मेरा आपसे यही गुजारिश है, मेरी आपसे यही गुजारिश है, प्लीज़ डू वोट, प्लीज़ कम आउट, and 18th October is the date where the voting will be there. Please go out and vote, because your vote can make a difference. So don't just sit inside the houses, go out, and don't get influenced by your friends, by your relatives, know about that this person is right candidate for the mayor or any other seat. Evaluate yourself. That's why हमारा जो प्रोग्राम है आपको सारे लोगों से मिलवाने की कोशिश करता है, so that you can evaluate which person is capable and deserving for a particular seat. So before we end today's conversation, any particular message you want to give to the audience?
I just want to say, thank you for this opportunity to be able to relay my message. And yeah, if people do need help with getting out to vote, just contact my office. There is help, just in case, you need a ride or don't know where to vote. If you want information, just contact our office.
Can you say about your website and your phone number?
Yeah,
please.
So my website is Grace Yan for Mayor, FOR Mayor.com, and our phone number is 403-660-6778. You can email Grace at graceyanformayor.com. We'll get you all the information you need. If you need a ride or whatever you need, just call us.
Absolutely. तो आप ज़रूर मिस ग्रेस को कांटेक्ट करें अगर आपको राइड चाहिए या कोई भी इंफॉर्मेशन चाहिए इनके बारे में. प्लीज़ कॉल हर, contact her office, graceyanformayor.com. Leave your message and she will get back to you with an answer. मैं आपसे विदा लेता हूँ. आज का प्रोग्राम हम यहीं समाप्त करते हैं. नेक्स्ट वीक आपसे दोबारा मुलाकात होगी एक नए गेस्ट के साथ, बहुत सारी इन्फॉर्मेशन के साथ. जब तक अपना ध्यान रखें, मस्त रहें, खुश रहें. और अगेन, कोरोना इज स्टिल देयर. प्लीज़ बी सेफ. प्लीज़ अपना ध्यान रखें, अपने परिवार का, अपने दोस्तों का ध्यान रखें और हिदायत ज़रूर बरतें. थैंक यू सो मच. मिलते हैं नेक्स्ट वीक.